All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Happy Thursday. Today is October 17th, 2024. A very special day is today. 10 years ago, GAR Capital was established, October 17th, 2014. So happy birthday, GAR Capital. Shout out to the entire team. Too many to name, but I'll do that on our podcast as I talk about 10 years in review. What have I learned? What have I messed up on? What did I do great at? What did I do bad at? And hopefully, maybe you learn a little bit from my mistakes. But glad to be with you this morning. Thanks again for all the love. Thanks again for the positive comments. Without you guys watching, without you guys being a part of this community, this is just a dream, just a fantasy. But since you guys are here, I appreciate it very, very much. Let's go ahead and get started. Dow futures are up 92 points this morning. The Nasdaq is up 1% this morning. We do have a futures trade open signal, so we are watching that very closely. I think we're up about 20 points at the moment. S&P 500 futures 59.18, up 0.53%. The Russell's up 0.15%. That just turned green this morning. 10-year Treasury yields 4.065. Dollar continues to go higher. We talked about the dollar this week, right? We are now very overbought on the dollar. We're going to look at that here in a second. The VIX is down 1.58%, below 20. Fingers crossed, that's where we want to be. Crude oil is up 0.17%, 70.50 a barrel. Gasoline futures up 0.19%. Gold futures are up 0.12%. Silver futures are down 0.40%. Bitcoin is down 0.84% at 67,355 on the contracts. Dollar yen is up marginally, 18 pips. Aussie dollar is up 25 pips this morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and bring up the dollar first and foremost. All right, this is important. The dollar index, DXY dollar sign on TOS. This is right here, this red line. That's your 200-day moving average. Look at the last time we were this overbought on your RSI, relative strength indicator. We're above 70. That is overbought. So last time we were here was September into October of 2023. That pulled back. April of 2024. If you guys remember, I drew this nice little green line. Eventually, we got there in July into August. But you can see that as we get overbought, we do pull back. So imagine the stock market is up now with a higher dollar. Imagine if the dollar goes lower. That's going to be a good sign. So very good economy right now. We had retail sales come in. Let me go ahead and read that to you guys. It is on our live market blog on our Discord server. Okay, let's read it. Okay, retail sales 0.4% versus 0.1%. Previous estimated was the estimate was up 0.3%. So that's a beat. Core retail sales. Hello, excluding auto and gas. That's what it means by core retail sales. 0.5% versus 0.1%. Everyone outspending. Initial jobless claims 241,000 versus the estimate of 260,000. Wow, that's great. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index is at 10.3 versus 4.2 estimate. All good news, all good stuff. TSM, which is the Taiwan Semiconductors, is your main culprit of why we are higher, because this guy, NVIDIA, is up. Good news, we traded NVIDIA yesterday. We got into the 138 calls on our options signals group. It was up 20%. I let everyone know if you guys want to go ahead and close because of the TSM earnings report that was coming up. You can see it here on their option signals. Close here, NVIDIA 20% ahead of TSM earnings. But leave a runner if you like. I went ahead and put a little bit more detail on our Market Watch channel for our members. But like I said, there we got the 20%. But my thing was to just to hold it ahead of it. But again, it's really up to you guys. So again, you can see here, this was at 2:38 p.m. TSM earnings overnight might affect NVIDIA. So we're looking to take this beforehand, let the runner do his thing. We will keep you updated. And if you want to hold for the event, totally cool with me. Remember, guys, it's just signals. 10 years of doing signals. Again, you are in control. All we're doing is providing information. So again, you use it how you like. Good news, TSM beats, good guidance. NVIDIA goes higher. We are in the money on those calls. If you still have them, our friends that have pattern day trading that may not have tons of money, that's okay. It's a good trade, and I'm glad that you guys are going to catch it this morning. Nice gap up on TSM. That's really what we're seeing here. Now into what, new all-time highs. AI boom, chips, we know the drill. Semiconductors are the new oil. Remember that? 2023 of January? It was all about the semiconductors. So NVIDIA looking great. If you have it still, great. If you don't, no worries. If you have a runner, that's fine. Look at Microsoft. We have Microsoft calls. We're going to get that this morning. Good stuff. JPM is a tricky one, but I think we get this today. You could see it's just chop here. Again, I'm just answering the questions before my members. Go ahead and ask them. 225 is what I expect us to get. We will see what we get with JP Morgan with that positive retail sales headline. Looking for a pop to break the highs of 225.45. The clock is against us because it does. Tomorrow is expiry day. One also big note today. Netflix reports earnings after the bell. Let's take a look at it. All right, Netflix back to 700. That was the previous all-time high, so it looks like a retest. Here's the problem. You're about a 50-50 mark between 650 and 750 and 776. So you're like basically right in the middle. I would not trade this earnings. I think it's way too expensive to trade in terms of options. The only thing that I can think of that'll get this stock to boost higher is if Netflix announces a stock split, maybe like a 10-for-1. I don't know if they will. I'm not saying this is pure speculation. If they do, that's where I think we'll go higher. But I don't know if anything that Netflix can say that can bring the stock higher. It has to be something along those lines, either a dividend of some kind, stock buyback. But I mean, you're back near all-time highs, which we just broke out of. I would not be surprised if this pulls back a little bit after earnings. So again, I'm going to lean a little bearish. I think we come back a little bit down to 670 to 650. Things get a little hot. That's completely natural, as we know. But I don't know what Netflix can say that can boost this kind of stock or this stock higher at these valuations. They'd have to really crush it and have amazing guidance for me to see above 736. I think we're set up to pull back a little bit. Again, doesn't mean you have to sell Netflix shares or anything like that. It just means just be on the lookout. But I would not trade this into earnings, guys. It's going to be way too expensive. Don't even try it. Just leave it alone. All right, let's go ahead and answer some questions. Those are the things that kind of popped in my head this morning was the trades that we have open and what we want to do. So remember, guys, if you are an Option Signals member, go to Market Watch. This is where I kind of live blog everything, all of our positions and what we're looking at and keep you guys up to date. I know there's a lot of anxiety, especially with a lot of choppiness and news that comes out. Let us do the heavy lifting for you here at GAR Capital. We've been doing the heavy lifting for 10 years. So the goal is to let us do the work for you, give you the information you need. Then you make your trading decisions either based on what we say or maybe some ideas that we may have. I put charts all the time. I post different types of stocks that have great options, volume, so on and so forth. Some really great information out there. And just want to go ahead and say this. We have a promo running, but again, it ends today. It's only because of the anniversary. It's lifetime signals. That's it. Once this is done, it's done. We're not doing that discount anymore. To be quite honest, I think it's a little too cheap, but I'm going to yell at my marketing team. That's not up to me. I think for the value that we bring and the consistency that we offer, and we're here for you for the next 10 years, let's just say. So we'd love to have you on board. If you have not yet joined, let's go. Where are we? Let's answer some questions or some comments. Good morning, Carlos. Happy 10 years. Thank you so much. Good morning. Let's take a look at Tesla this morning. I'm going to go around the horn here on the YouTube commentary or comments first. Then we'll slide over to the Instagram questions. I promise I'll try to get to as many as I can. Let's go to the daily chart. The stock is up marginally this morning. Get me above 225.37. We do have a gap to fill at 232. I might do the 235s to 240s on that. But for now, keep in mind, Tesla reports next week. So you may want to just stay away on this one because the implied volatility or the cost of your option is going to be quite high. Thank you so much. Congrats on the 10-year anniversary. Thank you. Congrats on a decade. Well, if you say it like that, I feel super old. NVIDIA, let's see it one more time. NVIDIA is now trading at new all-time highs, 140.15 if we were to close at that level. Again, we've traded this now 4 times if you include Masterclass. Beautiful triangle, beautiful breakout. I wish they were all like this, but they're not. But NVIDIA is looking great. We'll see if we get continuation. This is all Taiwan Semiconductors, which is TSM. Congratulations, Carlos. I hope you and your team know. Excuse me, let me repeat it. Congratulations on 10 years, Carlos. I hope you and your team know how just impactful GAR Capital has been to everyone in the trading world. That is very kind. Thank you so much for that. This company is better than I deserve. That's what I'll always say. Congratulations on 10 years. Thank you. My son Connor's a member and turned me on to the YouTube and Discord about 7 months ago. Oh, wow. As a retiree in SoCal, I look forward to GAR and Carlos every morning. Thanks. Here's to 10 more. Oh, man. Thank you so much. Big shout out to everyone in California. We love California. We love the people there. We have people all over the world, but California is a great state and great people. I mean, there's great people all over this country, but California definitely has a place in our hearts. One of our staff members, Kevin, loves California, and our CFO is actually in California enjoying his kid's birthday celebration. So shout out to Anthony. Thank you so much, man, for being part of this journey. I got to give so many loves and shout outs, but we're just going to keep it with what we got in terms of the stock market. Good morning, Carlos. Been loving IWM plays this week. Would you look to fill the calls on a pullback of a breakout? Also, happy 10th. Thank you, Dylan. IWM, yes, we traded IWM. Beautiful breakout. If you guys remember, I know it's been a while. Top 10 stock of 2024, small caps. We talked about how low rates will impact small caps. So far, so good. Here's the issue. And again, we might see possible resistance here. You can see a little bit of rotation. Had a great day yesterday, as we know. But how high can we go is really the question. Well, 244.46 isn't focused. That means getting back to 2021. Will we get that this year? Absolutely not. I don't see any way that we'll get to 244 this year. But doesn't mean we won't get there next year, which I fully believe we will. The only thing with regards to IWM, what I want to trade this year, probably not, at least until we get to 230. But just like you said, we may just get a pullback or a retest. Maybe around 224, that's kind of your support there. This is still that upward wedge. But again, the last time we broke out of here, we got reversed on. So just be very careful. Amazon call is good with retail numbers. Let's take a look at it. It is up this morning, but nothing yet. Get me to 191, then we can get to 195, but nothing as of yet. If we can get to 191, I'm down to get in. Happy anniversary. Thanks. MU, let's do it. MU is up this morning because of Taiwan Semiconductor. I have an alert at 112.60, was part of our watch list this week. And again, that's above the 100-day. Remember, we were talking about this lovely possible head and shoulder setup? Looks like we're getting it. 112.60. If we break it, we're probably looking at 116 to 115 in terms of the levels. We still have more to go because we have a gap to fill here at 126.93. So let's keep Micron definitely in the watch list moving forward. And we'll see if we can get more upside there. I just want to go ahead and crack that 100-day moving average. 112.60 would get us there. So I'm very bullish on Micron if this head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders can hold up. All right, let's get to Instagram and see what's up. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go for the beginning. Any questions on Instagram this morning? Netflix tonight. Yeah, we talked about Netflix. I think it pulls back because I don't know exactly what they're going to really report. They don't report subscriber growth anymore. So it's pretty much just the same old EPS and growth, or if there's any growth, our earnings per share, guidance, and what have you. The only way, in my opinion, Netflix goes higher is if they offer a stock split, a special dividend, or some kind of buyback. Other than that, I don't think good numbers alone is going to get this stock where everyone wants it to go, or anyone who owns shares, to 750 and beyond. I just don't expect that kind of a boost higher. I actually expect it to pull back personally. Doesn't mean it's going to tank. I just think that it's going to pull back and then it'll find some buyers. But I would not be long into this report. Hell, I wouldn't even trade this report. It's too damn expensive. Let's see. Morning. Thoughts on Lithium Americas? I don't know what Lithium Americas is, but I'll look it up. Lithium Americans. Is it U.S. Lithium Corp? I'm going to assume that's what it is. Oh, no, that's not what it is. I don't have the ticker. Drew, if you can just type up the ticker for me, and I'll go ahead and look it up for you. Let's see if there's any other questions here. Oh, I also just wanted to say I've been following y'all since my junior year in high school. Oh, man, since 2016. Now I really feel old. In the Forex days. Yeah, that's right. Started with Forex, man. We all start somewhere. That first step in the journey. Y'all have been a huge influence in my success in the markets, man. That's exactly what I love to hear. Thank you so much, Dylan, for the kind words. GLD, Terry's going with it. Let's see it. All right. GLD, the main thing for me is to find some damn volume. It is up slightly. So let's go to place an alert at the 248 mark, 248.09. And if we get there, then we can go ahead and trade it to 250 if there's volume. But that's really just what we're waiting for. It's a pretty slow one as of right now, kind of just slow melt up. We kind of want some momentum. 248 to 250 isn't too much of a risk. All we're asking is $2 pop. But again, I want the volume. I don't want wide spreads for this one. I got any other questions? No other questions on Instagram. Big shout out to everyone watching on Instagram Live. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for following. Happy birthday to the amazing GAR team. Live, laugh, love. That's one of my favorite students, Anel. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thanks, Carlos. Where do we get to meet you and thank you in person? Man, I'm nothing special, to be quite honest. How's this? By thanking me is by you becoming the best trader that you can be. That to me is the best thank you. If you guys are just killing it, doing your best, even if you make mistakes, I made plenty. Trust me, I am not special. That's the most gratitude I can have. But in terms of like meeting anyone or anything like that, I'm just so focused on being consistent every day and working. I'll probably take a vacation towards December, probably get to New York, visit Nick for, see the Christmas tree in the Rockefeller Center. I'll think about going there. I just was in New York in March and I love the city. So I was thinking about going for December. If anyone is in the New York area, hey, why not? Maybe we can meet up at Wall Street, have a cup of coffee, talk a little bit here and there. Done it before. Let's see if we could do it again. Let's see. Anything else this morning? All right. So I guess we're all set. Thank you guys so much for watching the morning note. Thank you so much for subscribing, watching, liking, commenting, questioning, asking questions. You're the reason I get up in the morning, guys. You are the reason I come and do this. 10 years is a long time, but when you're having fun, it goes by very quickly. It's a breeze. It's all relative. To anyone out there that's thinking about starting a business, starting a new journey, starting something new, understand, as long as you show up and make a decision, you're halfway there. I promise you, I am not that special. You guys can do anything you want to do. Singer, dancer, movie star, a football player, a trader, anything you set your mind to, guys, you can accomplish it. I'm living proof of that. I am just so full of blessings, and 10 years is a blessing in itself. Thank you to everyone on the team. Thank you to all of our members. I appreciate you all. I will see you guys later on the server. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Cheers all.